Thank you so much for the introductions. It is so great to be back. Being here brought back so many great memories. Westminster is like a home to me, and I'm so grateful to be a part of the Westminster family. So before I start my talk, I would like to give my sincerely appreciation to President Forsyth and Dr. Perry for giving me the opportunity to be here today. And also I want to thank everyone who worked so hard to make this event possible. To me, Undergraduate Scholars Forum is one of my favorite events on campus. And I'm always so fascinated to see all those cool projects and the wonderful innovations that are happening on campus. That's why I was so excited when Dr. Perry asked me to speak with you today. I thought, what a great opportunity to share all those details of my research that I have been doing for the past 5 years. I have to admit, it was pretty hard to condense, as I know you probably want to take notes of all those details. But I promise it won't be more than a couple of hours, so hopefully I will get you all before dinner. So here we go. I realized that was a joke. But I promise you guys I will share several slides from my defense towards the end of the talk. So hopefully you'll still be here. So instead, what I really want to share with you is a very important part of my life journey. A journey that has exceeded my own high expectation, and for which I gave my experience here at Westminster tremendous credit for my success. While at Westminster, I had the pleasure to assist Dr. Palmer on the latest FTRI polarization experiment. And I also had the opportunity to work with Dr. Ferks on the pH-regulated chemical oscillators. And I just want to say thank you so much for giving me the opportunities to work with both of you. And I have learned so much through the process. For me, working in the lab has helped me to discover my passion for research, which led me to where I am today. And for me, I think that's one of the many things that separate Westminster from many other liberal art colleges. It's the amount of technical trainings that you will receive. All the faculties here are working very hard to make sure we receive all the technical learnings and the trainings in order for us to succeed in our chosen field. And in addition, Westminster also invests tremendously amount of effort to make sure we also receive the broadly based education that teaches us how to write well, think creatively, and also communicate easily, which to me, I think is just as important as the technical trainings. And something else I also really enjoyed while I was at Westminster is the diversity and the leadership opportunities. I still get so excited every time I receive email from Pat Kirby to learn about the new addition to our international community. Actually, I just learned we have now 300 international students representing 95 different countries here at Westminster. And that's just incredible. To me, I always enjoyed the opportunity to interact with people from different backgrounds. And that's why I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to study here in America. I think to me, it's very important to learn and develop understanding in different perspectives and be able to function in a multicultural, multi-ethnic environment. In that respect, I think Westminster has done a terrific job in preparing us to be successful in this incredibly complex and increasingly globalized world. And something else I really enjoyed is all those different programs and the learning opportunities. And one of my favorite programs has to be the Take a Friend Home program. Actually, I have some pictures of Sarah visiting me in Inner Mongolia back in 2008. So Inner Mongolia is in the northern part of China. I included a map there. And it's famous for grassland. So I also included a beautiful picture of the grassland and some pictures of Sarah with my family. It was a truly learning experience for both of us, and not to mention all the fun we have. So I really encourage all of you guys to take the advantage of all those opportunities that are offered on campus. All those programs are designed, to train us to be a more effective leaders, both on campus and in our future careers. To me, I feel developing global mandate leaders is always in the blood of Westminster education. And I really want to thank all the faculties and the staff for creating such an ideal institute, a place that provides the knowledge and the training in order for us to succeed in our chosen field. And I just want to say thank you so much also for all the support, guidance, and the encouragement I was received when I was here. To me, it was truly amazing 4 years. Every day I was presented with some of the brightest and the most engaging men I have ever met in my life. And I just want to say thank you so much. I truly have grown so much, both academically and emotionally. Thank you for everything. I really enjoyed the experience here. So because the wonderful experience here, so I decided to stay in school longer. So I applied to several graduate programs, and in the end, I decided to continue my dream at University of Southern California in downtown LA. At USC, I worked on carbon-based electronics with a focus on carbon nanotube, which is a promising candidate for next generation of electronics. So as we all know, rapid pace of technology has changed the way we live our life. The request of faster, smaller, and more advanced technology requires constant innovation. And at the heart of it all is the integrated circuit. The advancement in integrated circuit has enabled so many different applications, and they are unparalleled to any other industry in the world. So let's compare rate of advancement in semiconducting with another impactful technology like the automobiles. So first, let's compare the speed. So back in 1983, average processor clock at around 8 megahertz, and today they can reach up to 4 gigahertz. So that's 500 times faster. So if the automobile has kept up with the semiconductor industry, that means a car runs 200 miles per hour. Today should reach 100 miles per hour. So which allow us to drive around the world in just 15 minutes. Imagine that. I will never try to catch a plane again. Okay, let's compare the capacity. So in 1983, there can only fit 130,000 transistors on a chip. And today, there's room for 1.3 billion transistors on a chip. So that's 10,000 more. So let's see what happens to automobile. So along the same line, that means if a car can reach 17 miles per gallon back in 1983, today, it should reach 170,000 miles per gallon, which allowed us to drive around the world in just a quarter of a gas. Okay, last but not least, the cost. So back in 1983, 64 kilobyte DRAM probably will set us back $128. And today, 8 gigabytes DRAM will cost $30. That's 500,000 times cheaper. That means if a car cost 8,300 back in 1983, today it should cost only, yes, 2 cents. I'm not trying to make the automobile industry to look bad. I'm just trying to say the semiconductor industry has really advanced so much in the past 30 years, all because they were able to make smaller and smaller transistors. However, this scaling down process will soon to reach the limit due to the technical barrier in fabrication and also limitation in the fundamental physics. So as a result, researchers have been trying to explore different device geometries, like the Intel's new all-around thin gate structure, as well as the new semiconducting materials. So one of those promising material is the carbon nanotubes. So carbon nanotube has shown to be very promising in both nanoelectronics due to its high mobility, high on-off current for our cell phones and computer, and also because it can be total transparent and flexible, so it seems to be also a very promising candidate for microelectronics. Actually, there's already commercially cell phones using carbon nanotube for the touch screens. So, such amazing material. What is carbon nanotube? So if you focus on the little cartoon at the bottom, nanotube can be pictured as a sheet of graphene rolled up, like the cartoon shown there. And depending how this graphene sheet rolled up, nanotube can have very different structures, right? It's very easy to picture. The problem is that different structures will also lead to different properties. So that has been the bottleneck for nanotube to be used in many applications, especially the device applications. So it has been a dream in the nanotube field to be able to precisely synthesize nanotube with only one structures, which is also the focus of my research. So recently we have developed a strategy using carbon nanotube seed for subsequent metal catalyst growth. So there has been a lot of progress achieved in nanotube separations. People were able to separate single structures nanotube out, but the problem is they need to go through very harsh processing. So the resulting nanotubes are usually very short, and they are not very good for many applications, especially the electronics applications. So our strategy is to disperse those short nanotubes onto a substrate and load it into a chemical vapor depositions for subsequent metal catalyst freeze. So you can imagine this process as a nanotube cloning. So we just growing nanotube longer and longer as shown in the pictures below. So those long nanotubes, they are on the substrate and ready for device fabrication. I actually showed a single nanotube device at the bottom of the slides. So you can see there's a thin line. That's how nanotube looks like, and they are in the middle of the source and the drain electrodes. So it was definitely a breakthrough. I still remember the moment I was sitting in a very dark room and finally saw that peak supporting our method. It was definitely the eureka moment for me. To me, I think that's why it is very important that you explore and find what truly motivates you, because everything you do requires very hard work and persistence. And I wish all of you will have many eureka moments to come. Last but not least, what I want you to take away is that Westminster provides everything we need to grow, to learn, and excel at whatever we desire. It's all right here, and it's up to you to take the opportunity and be successful. And thank you so much.